What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jeremy One Sosa, and we're back with another synchron video, you guys. This time around, we finally hit plat 1 with the deck after about a few tries. So what ended up happening was we kept like we went all the way from gold. What was it? Gold 5. And we just kept climbing the ranks and stuff like that, and then we just kind of took breaks once we hit like plat 5 or something like that. And then what happened was we would tend to go up to plat 3 and then drop down to 4 and then go up to 2 and then drop down to 3 and then go back to 2 and stuff like that. And finally we finally hit plat 1. So yeah, you guys, I'm here to bring you guys my deck list, and we'll talk about the ratios and why I'm playing it the way I am. All right, so we're playing the starter Shaolong at 1. We're playing the Jet Synchron at 1, the Converging Wheels Dragon at 1, the Doppel Warrior at 3, Maxi at 2, 3 Converter, 3 Junk Synchron, 2 Ash Blossom, 3 Starter Synchron, 1 Starter's Trail, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 3 Tuning, Lightning Storm at 1, the Starter's Illumination at 1, the Synchro Overtake at 2, 1 Arriving Light, 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Cross-Eyed Designator, 1 Forbidden Droplet, 2 Infinite Impermanence, I'm sorry, the Unending Nightmare at 2, and the Majestic Mirage at 1. And for the extra deck, we have the Celestial Double Star Shaman, we have Martian Metal Marcher, Herald of the Arclight, 1 Junk Warrior, 1 Excel Synchron, 1 Junk Speeder, 1 Garden Rose Maiden, Stardust Charge Warrior, Stardust Dragon, Psyframe Lord Omega, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, the Chaos Ruler, Baron de Floor, Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, and the Cosmic Blazar. Now, a lot of guys out there, they don't like the Majestic package, but I do like it. Me myself personally, I would advise that you kind of just master like certain lines of play in order to play this, because if you start with this card in your hand or any of these pieces like the Convergent Wheels, then you kind of feel kind of bad for having it in your hand. But I mean, it just depends on your desire and how much you want to play the actual combo or whatever like that. One of the combos I like to start out with was Jet Synchron. If I could somehow get them in the graveyard with Junk Converter, we would do that play. And if we have Doppel Warrior in hand, we would activate the Jet Synchron and summon it onto the field with summoning the Jet Warrior onto the field. And if we can establish the Herald of the Arclight before we can commit our normal summon with Junk Synchron, that's pretty much what we would do. This way we have the Doppel in the graveyard already for the Junk Synchron play. And so once we already established the Herald of the Arclight, we can kind of negate certain cards like Nibiru, or we can negate like just whatever that we need to negate with Herald on the field to pretty much protect our normal summon going into the speeder play. And that was one way to do it. And then another way to do it is to go if you have Junk Synchron, if you have Starter Synchron, if you have Junk Converter in your hand, these 2 cards will get you the Junk Synchron. You can normal summon the Junk Synchron and summon out the Converter. Converter can summon Converter, and Junk will summon out the Garden Rose Maiden, and you can bring back the Junk Synchron from the graveyard, and then you can go into the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and that will be your 5th summon by the time that you reach this card. And then you can go into your Starter Synchron play, sending the Crystal Wing Dragon into the graveyard, and sending the Crystal Wing Dragon into the graveyard, special summoning the Synchron onto the field, and then you will get the search of the Arriving Light. You would activate the Arriving Light and stack the Converging Wheels Dragon, and then activate the Garden Rose Maiden Dragon to special summon out the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon from the graveyard. And once that is summoned, it's a level 8 or higher Synchro Dragon. I'm sorry. Once it hits the field, it will trigger the effect of the Arriving Light, drawing you a Converging Wheels, and then Converging Wheels, because you control a level 8 or higher level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro monster, you can further summon the starter Xiaolong, and that will give you a level 5. That will give you a level 5 to Synchro summon with the starter Synchron and the starter Xiaolong going into the Junk Speeder play, while it's protected by the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and then you can further go into your combo like that. So that's one way. That's another way that I actually like to combo. But the reasons for the Unending Nightmares, some of you guys might be looking at that like, why is he playing that? It got to a point for me at in Plat 1 where they kept putting like decks that have like a lot of back row against me. So I started to notice that like decks like Eldritch, like we would continually get like Eldritch all day. Like if it wasn't Eldritch, it was like some other like trap tricks or something like that. They would play like a lot of back row. And what is it? I forgot the name of the deck. Leela. I forgot the name of the deck, but they play a lot of back row, whatever like that. I forgot the name of it. It was Trickstar, and it was another deck that does the same thing. Evil Twins. I'm sorry, you guys. Evil Twins. I would play that deck a lot, but we ended up beating them. Yeah, that is pretty much the reason why we're playing a lot of back row, because we would come up against a lot of Eldritch decks that would just play a lot of back row, or it could be just like a random deck that just plays like a lot of back row. So it was like Konami just like continuously showing us our weakness, because the fact that we don't have this deck is not like Virtual World where we could search a pop. So it was kind of hard to deal with back row unless we already have an established board with like multiple negates and stuff like that. So it just became kind of hard. It got to the point to where I was thinking about taking out Forbidden Droplets, but then I was like, I need Forbidden Droplets. I know you guys seen earlier where I actually needed this card. I had it in my hand, and I comboed it off with Lightning Storm to like pretty much get rid of my opponent's whole board. Like that was crazy. I thought he had like a trap or something that could actually negate us, but he didn't have it. So yeah. We just played like a lot of back row hate, man. And Infinite Impermanence it kind of helped with that as well, being able to set this card and flip it on our opponent's monster while in the same column as our opponent's spell and traps. We were able to negate his spells, their spells and traps and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys, this is pretty much the list. Some of you guys, if you want, you can play like 3 Maxi, you can play 3 Ash Blossom maybe. But the reason that I play 2 is because you can only activate, I think I've explained this in videos previously, but you can only activate each hand trap like once per turn. So anything more than 2 is pretty much like a brick. And I played the Majestic Mirage. It came in handy sometimes. You don't have to play this card. I just played it because I wanted to. But yeah, this is, it's a win more card, so if you already have the Shooting Majestic Star Dragon on the field, there's a game earlier that you guys seen that you seen me utilize this card with the Majestic Star Dragon against Evil Twins, and my opponent just literally pretty much scooped. So yeah, this card, if you can establish this with this, then yeah, that'll give you 2 negates, and also it'll give you a banish. You can banish your opponent's graveyard, because each one of this card's effects is once per turn. So you can banish one monster from the field or graveyard, or any damage you take this turn is halved. And then you can also special summon one monster. A monster that you use, like the Majestic Star Dragon, if it banishes itself, this card can special summon it back. And if it uses its effect again, you can use one of these other two effects, which is banish one monster on the field or in the graveyard, or half the damage that you would take for that turn. But yeah, you guys, I actually took out Herald at one point to put in the Jet Warrior, so that I could be able to overtake the Jet Synchron onto the field. But a lot of times in the combo line, like I said earlier, with the Jet play, you could pretty much trick your opponent. You know what I'm saying? You could pretty much out your opponent with being able to summon this monster onto the field, because they wouldn't just not Nibiru, or you would summon this card before he could even Nibiru. So that was one play that you could do before you could commit your normal summon. And yeah, you know, the other one was the Garden Rose Maiden play that you could do. And then yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, you guys. I mean, you know, like I said, we hit plat 1. I'm so happy. I'm proud of myself for doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. But cards that I would actually take out of the list, you could take out the Unending Nightmares. You could take out the Majestic Mirage. You could take out the Lightning Storm if you want to. Me personally, in my main, I play Lightning Storm and I play Harpy's Feather Duster, just so I can have two forms of some type of removal, two cards of some type of removal, whether it's back row or like attack position monsters my opponent control, or you know, yeah, it's pretty much it. I was playing the Twin Twisters, but I decided to take them out. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the duels, man. It's your boy Jeremy One Sosa signing out. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.